Okay, it's Saturday, April 19th, 2025. I'm here in La Verne in Old Town for the Verne Cool Cruise. It's the first time I filmed this one. I did film a show around the holidays last year in basically the same spot, so I kind of know the layout down here. This one's to draw out some really amazing cars. This one's great, like Civic Pride, Main Street type car shows. It's Easter weekend, so this will be my only video for the weekend for you guys. So let's make it a good one and go check this one out right now. Alright, so I got here early to get the roll-ins, and of course, well, there's already a lot of cars parked. This is what happened at the one I filmed in December here, too. We have the Model A. Next week, we're doing the Chino Corn Feed Run, as well as the Good Times Block Party at the Canberra Speed Shop in Orange. Those will be coming up. Alright, this is a good time to tell you, I'll be working on the 65 Beetle with my stepfather tomorrow on Easter. And we're going to try to get it ready for the Culver City car show, I think May 10th. But the weekend between that's like the weekend when there's a lot of car shows in early May. Very cool oval. So that weekend is full for me. And I'm probably not going to have the satellite ready, so I might try to hit 2 shows in the San Fernando Valley on the 4th, since there's a lot of shows that day. I bring some of the roll-ins that we can. The cars we're actually still early. It said roll-ins start at 7:30. I got her like at 7:10. So oh, and May 4th. So 2 weeks from now, Friday, I'm going to do the Temecula Rod Run Friday night cruise. On that Saturday we'll do show and go, and on that Sunday, Opar Spring Fling, and possibly a second show in the valley. Because there's 2 I'm looking at. If you want to check the tentative list, will be in the comments section shortly after the video post. We got a Roadrunner 440. Also, we'll probably have more smog information coming up. People seem to like that video that had all the data and statistics. In fact, they watched it more than the one where I actually drove to Sacramento and had Jay Leno in the video. Nope, the one where I'm sitting in my living room discussing data and statistics did better. Because YouTube is weird. We'll start filming some of the cars. We'll wait for some more roll-ins. 57. Yes, I'm still planning on a trip to Washington State in July for Good Guys. Road trip for my daughter and I on the newly acquired 04 Crown Victoria with low miles. Actually, the next, I realize I did a lot of road trips lately, and so does my credit card. It also realizes that. But next road trip I have going out of town for something. Very nice GT fastback Mustang here. Next one I have going out of town will be Santa Maria on Memorial Day weekend for Santa Maria Cruise and Nationals. 2 days. We got Friday the cruise, and then Saturday the main car show. If anything pops up that Sunday, I'll probably film it as well, like back here. I don't think I have any other trips out of town planned other than those 2. For SEMA at the end of the year in November. Corvette Stingray. Okay, next year I got to get here an hour before they say the load-in is. And remember to put that in the notes. Yeah, 55. It's kind of how I filmed it, the one around the holidays. Actually, a Nakano. I can see way down there pulling a 2nd gen. Should see some vans down here. Get some nice slow walk arounds. Wait for some more cars to show up. Actually, got a Cornet about to roll through. Speaking of B-body Mopars, got 63 Vet, and we can tell just here because it's got the faux grills. It's a dead giveaway of a 63, not to mention, of course, the split window on the coupe. This one is a fuel injected. Look at the interior. Or 63, the only here for the split. I always like to point out the differences for the younger viewers. GTO rolling through. Use a 65. And for one Pontiac to another, we got a 68 Firebird. Got the 400 with the functional Ram Air.
I like unusual cars.
Rolling's coming in. Ford Bird. '67 GTO. See this one a lot of shows. C10. They're going to get this group in that fast. CK Impala. I had fun doing the hood hinges on my 69 Impala the other day. I had help though. I ordered a new set of hood hinges for the Impala, and unexpectedly, they came the next day when I was in Las Vegas last week. And my neighbor went over to intercept them for me. Alright, so what's going on with the smog bill, Mike? Well, we passed the Senate Transportation Committee. It's going to go to appropriations probably in a couple weeks. Once it gets through there, it goes to the California State Senate. So now's a good time to maybe start emailing or calling or writing letters to your California State Senator. Let them know you support Senate Bill 712, Leno's Law. Very nice Imperial 55. I look for Ford Look era cars. Yeah, Mercury Cougar XR7 convertible, because what does every car show need? That's right, more Cougars. Engine got a 4-speed. Kind of funny. I did the video the other day on the upcoming Bureau of Automotive Repair meeting. So mostly graphs, data, and statistics, and people liked it, which I was pleasantly surprised. People that watched the whole thing pretty much came to the same conclusion I did. It's definitely worth a watch. How you doing? The Mercury. This guy goes to probably as many car shows as I do every year. Well, Rollins, we got a Citroën 12 Chevaux for all you French car fans. How you doing? 56 Nomad. Those cars are just gorgeous. 58 Chevy Impala. I was behind this guy on the freeway driving out this morning. I think it was this one. Oh, Camino 66. Not today. Yes, my kid is in the high school musical at Pasadena High School. They have a 2 o'clock and a 7 o'clock today, and I'm going to probably try to make the 7 o'clock. I did go to the first showing, the first night on Thursday, and they're fantastic. High school kids, it's just, they rehearsed and rehearsed and rehearsed, and were very professional. I was kind of blown away. It's my daughter's first production in high school musical. And it's Bye Bye Birdie, and I supplied a bunch of the 50s and 60s props that they needed. Telephones, typewriter, camera, a radio, even a hat box. Probably something else I can't think of off the top of my head right now. They almost used one of my jukeboxes, but I was like, it's 400 pounds. They're like, they didn't want the kids pushing around a 400-pound object during set changes for one scene, so understandable. Woody. There's actually a lot of cars waiting to roll in right now. Maybe I didn't get here too late.
Roddy Dangerfield!
I got no respect at all from anybody, I'll tell you, you know. I come down to La Verne. I'm like, hey, you know. How you doing? Got the Shelby Roadster. Corvette. Got the Safari wagon, 55. Oh, sorry, 56. I'm losing it. It's too early. 56. My brain's not working this morning. We'll get there. I just had coffee. Gasser. The worst part is I used to own a 56 Pontiac. I used to drive quite a bit actually. So I know better. Maybe it was all the 55 Chevys we saw earlier, I don't know.
Nice.
Willie's Gasser pickup. Is that a Pomona last week? I believe it was a Pomona last week. Little Falcon. Yes, occasionally Mike goofs up sometimes. It does happen. Got second gen Kano Shorty 100. I do miss my yellow one, but sold that almost 3 years ago. I sold it when I got my Impala, the 69. Something I had to leave. As always, I usually sell my vehicles after I get them running absolutely perfectly. I dial them in, and that was no different. Before Buick Century two-door hardtop. In black. Really sets off the chrome and the stainless nicely. GMC Sprint. Of course, that was their version of the El Camino. So it's got a swivel seat. And of course, later in the 80s, they had the Caballero, which was their version of the El Camino in those years. You don't see these very often. Maybe for some more roll-ins. This out there. Now we're getting some more roll-ins. bad. '67 Fastback GT Mustang. All the way back up. Chevelle 454 with the cowl induction hood with the flapper. Chevy coupe with the lake pipes. Big truck. '60 Chevy. If you do like seeing cars in motion, we got, like I said, next week, Chino cornfeed run. They got cars parked and cruising, and then also show and go, and of course the Temecula rod run coming up. The first weekend in May, if you can't find a car show, I'm sorry. There's so many. Got a little chop on the C10. 3-door Suburban. I actually took my Suburban out yesterday, going to a couple of states ago. That's right, more Cougars. Okay. 68 model. Cars are just waiting to turn around or something. There's 65 GTO. Early Thunderbird. 55 or so. Saw a lot of great woodies at Del Mar. Good guys. They always have a great woody display down there. So it's like this is beautiful before. How you doing? We're parked out on the street here. It's got a little bit of a heating issue going on. This one's air cooled, it's a window bus. If you want Merc. 19. Mach 1 Mustang. Very nice. 67 Super Sport Camaro. 68 Z28. Okay, he's got the KMET sticker. The KMET sticker that was on my Pacer like fell off. I gotta track down another one. I really got to get my Plymouth. Like it runs. Like I could turn the key. I just got to put tires on it and put some shakedown miles on it at this point. All right, so we're gonna do. We'll wait for some more roll-ins here as they move through the line. Got C10. Also, I did notice that the Calrods folks are doing a lot of the traffic control here, and they have their show coming up on May 17th at Santa Anita Racetrack. They run with the winter show. I cannot be there. I told them I would help them promote it by announcing it in the video. I will be spending the day with my daughter. We went to the Cool World concert at the Rose Bowl, which is like an all-day festival type concert. It's like our yearly tradition. New Order's the headliner. Devo is in there, and as I've mentioned before, I'm a huge Devo fan. So anytime I get to see Devo in my hometown is a good thing. And who else is in there? There's like a lot of great bands. I think Go-Go's. OMD, who I'm actually seeing later in June. All these great 80s bands. And I'm like completely drawing a blank all the bands. There's so many bands. Oh, Madness. I'm a huge ska fan too. So. Madness, who I've seen twice before. The Cutlass. On Power Tour last 2 years. Like 2 years ago, I was chatting with them for a while. We were checking in. No word yet if they're going to do a West Coast Power Tour again this year. I guess the Mustang's ready for it because I just drove it to Sacramento and back. The Run with the Winter show will be at Santa Anita Racetrack. You can go bet on racehorses. It's on the infield. It's a great grassy area. There's like a playground for the kids. Chevelle with a 4-speed. 67. Super Sport. Chevy pick 'em up truck. I got a funny story from last year's school about my daughter. You know, she likes to, when you go to concerts, she gets tired. She wants to leave early a lot of times. So last year's headliner was Duran Duran. And there's a song on the Real album called The Chauffeur, which is like a fan favorite. And they never do it in concert anymore. If you know the song, you know the song. So I said to my daughter, I'll tell you what, you know, we can leave after they do The Chauffeur, knowing that there's a really good chance they just don't do that song anymore. So Duran Duran comes on, and the first song they do is, you guessed it, The Chauffeur. So I'm excited because they don't do that song anymore, but no, we actually did stay for a while after that though. I always mention, like, every gal I've ever dated, and even my ex-wife, has been into Duran Duran. I don't know what it is. They've all been big Duranis. So they call it Duran Duran fans. Purple Heart 56. He doesn't have his full display right now, but I'm sure you've seen it in my videos before. He's got a full MIA POW display in the trunk and the flags. There we go. There's always one at every car show. This one's actually chipping in for once. There you go. He's down there changing a radiator hose. I love the swivel away column there. Of course, the DOT did away with those for some reason. You might be almost caught up on the rolling. A Chevelle wagon. Mustang. I think some of the ones we already saw are kind of mixed in with the ones we didn't at this point.
That was on the corner right here.
Plymouth sedan. Falcon Ranchero. .914 Porsche. Old Falcon. Two-door sedan. '61. How you doing? It's good. Going Ford Sunliner. Got the Olds Ford hardtop Holiday. Beautiful Buick Skylark. That is gorgeous. Grand Sport style Corvette. video is gonna be, but bear with me. We're already shot over half an hour of footage, so. Chevy cab over. A Ford cab over. Ford cab over with a Chevy. So May 4th, I believe the same day as the Mopar Fling, there's a Mustang show at Warner Center, and then there's a show at Valley Relics, the reunion show, which I've covered before. American Motors Rambler. So I'm not sure what I'm going to be able to do that day. If I could be everywhere at once, I would be, but that's just not possible. Yeah, the rolling line moved up a bit. I just like to get thumbnail pictures now that the sun's coming up. GT Hypo Fastback 56. Guy's still working under that Thunderbird. Their B-body Mopar to taunt me. I started mine the other day. That's all I got to do. Oh, jeez. Yeah, that whole week last week, my daughter was on spring break. She was out of town with her friend, and I'm gonna get some work done, and then had to go to Sacramento. So that's all right. Big Ford. That's four-wheel drive. I can see the front axle. She's a four-wheel drive. 64. That's a two-door sedan Bel Air. You don't see those very often. Usually you see the Impalas. I think the majority of roll-ins have occurred. 1914, 1923 motor, Model T Speedster. That's how they used to race cars. Pretty sure they didn't have DOT approved helmets in 1914. I don't think they even had a DOT back then. A 66 Mustang. 289 car. She's got the ponies on the interior. '57, two-door hardtop. So I'll go back if I see a line of roll-ins suddenly. This is where we have all the breakfast places over here. '65 Chevelle. I think right now everyone that recently subscribed for the smog videos is like, what the heck is this video? Got another Lincoln Zephyr. Tis strange times right now for the Mike Frankovich YouTube channel. That's okay. Beautiful Zephyr. Oh my, it's a Plymouth Satellite B-body. This is a 66. Very similar to my 67. Except mine's sitting in my driveway and needs a lot of work, but that's okay. 26. Mine's got the 440 with the 4-speed. Nice Riviera. That's our first Riviera of the day. Always a crowd pleaser. Chevy Coupe. Style Master.
Kind of touched up the spot. It doesn't look too bad. We really have to look and see it. It's still there. Yeah.
Mustang.
Really good at matching paint.
We have 268 Coupe. Very similar to a red 67 a friend of mine had. I got a Chevelle. Sticker price only $44.05. Such a deal. 4-speed. 396. Cowl induction hood with the flapper. She's a 70. A 66 Super Sport Chevelle. Sticker 3514 with 4-speed. She's been updated on. And I got a 40 Deluxe sedan. Still have my very long-term project 40 Coupe. It's still there. That's 62. Black Chevelle, 1970. With the 4-speed.
Where they were sitting and where the guests would come out and sit was about as big as this side of the door.
We got a Studebaker, couple teddy bears.
Nice meeting you. Hey, you guys enjoy it.
So it was in that area. Yeah. We must have had all
The 69 Corvette. 1985. Yeah, Riviera with Nailhead.
All right.
Hey.
I popped my Mike Frankovich cherry already.
All right.
All right. Good to see you.
All right. I got 68 Chevelle.
Something different about it. But, you know, and then somebody, oh, that's a common thing.
I'm still filling the tentative list. I think I added some stuff this week. I don't remember what off the top of my head. I know we now have a date for the Grand National Truck Show in September at Pomona. May do 2 days there, I don't know yet. I might go Friday, just do the indoor stuff, and then Saturday for the outdoor. I was able to get the whole thing in one day on the last 2 years. That's 57. I actually need to go through, sit down with my calendars again from prior years and just try to fill in the blanks, looking up shows that haven't had their dates announced yet. I do know I've heard the Cruising for a Cure is not happening this year at the OC Fairgrounds. A couple people have told me, so I'm pretty sure that's got the Slant 6 there. But the people, the organizers of that show were really good to me last year. And of course that's a fantastic show. Fortunately it's not happening, I guess, this year. From what already I've sort been confirmed by several people. I got a GMC short bed. Convertible. So it's got the LS with the 409 style valve covers.
That's regular bridge.
Yeah, I used to have a Chevy Bowie still in there.
A 67 Chevelle station wagon. Got the short clip around these. Gonna try 5. F50 Chev. There's a few more roll-ins. Time of the morning when they start playing Barry White, aka the karaoke songs for the guys with the deep voices. A Ford Sportsman street rod. I got 57 150 two-door sedan. '21 window, V-dub, combi. Big elbow, Cadillac. Old Holiday 4 hardtop. You know, 54 Skylark I saw rolling in. The wires.
Automobile Driving Museum. Oh, really? He was in the, and then
At Grand Sport. At the part of the morning where they break out the Terry Jacks now. It's all the 70s AM gold you can handle. There you have Model A, two-door sedan. '69 Camaro. It's t-shirt. I'm down to a t-shirt today. It is warming up. We've had gloomy and overcast all week. Very nice to see the sun coming out. Second gen Camaro Z28. Z28. Willie's truck. This is an Italian restaurant. We were filming out here last time, and they had something good cooking, and they do this time as well. I'm sure the food is excellent there from the smells. There you go, Cool Cruise. There you go. Ranchero Falcon. 60 CAD. A 62 Imperial Crown Coupe. Such a rare car. At the end of the Virgil Exner era at Mopar. 68 RS Camaro. It's got the dealer ding strip on it. Dealers used to put those on just about every car. Ford F100. Now that reminds me, we did get a date for Moon Eye's open house in July. I think it's like the 13th. It's on the tentative list for sure. Hot rod. Speaking of roadsters, we got LA Roadsters coming up Father's Day weekend, not far from here at Pomona Fairplex. Friday I do the swap meet. Saturday I do the actual show. 66 Chevelle. I think I might be far enough from the music, so I'll just take a chance on it. Yeah, summer's shaping up to be pretty good on the car show circuit. I still wish we still had Irwindale, obviously, because that was the source of a lot of the videos where we'd go out there and shoot that 55 Chevy Gasser. With big block. 32. So I think this time I'm going to try to take a car into the show, even if it's my Impala, just so I can get in early on the Friday. Because I think they don't let the spectators into like noon. Mustang Roadster, Chevy powered. Uh, 57 210 two-door wagon. '67 GTO.
And of course, it's just paid for whatever. You want the front end, you can pay for the front end. I'm all right.
C10.
I'll have to show you a picture.
Got a Buick. It's got a 455 Skylark convertible.
Is he still alive? Hector Hernandez, as far as I know, but I think he went back to Florida. Road trip.
That 68 Impala we saw coming in earlier. Six big block. Chevy, it's got the inline 6. I know people like to knock the inline 6, but man, they're reliable.
Professionally built car. It was fine, but you're up against all these big boys.
Some of my favorite cars I ever owned had inline 6s in them. Falcons, 55 Plymouth, stuff like that. 156 there.
They're really strictly a toy.
There's a Cobra. Come around the side.
There's no air conditioning.
Come on, some more music, so I'll be short clipping here in a minute. A Square Bird. Big commercial rig. Suburban.
No, it's just instead. I should put my name on it. Like, I know, but I still have like my mullet happening, so she's like, that keeps coming.
60 Chev. Clear body dually. Crew cab. I like the square bodies. We did the C10 at the ranch, what, 3 weeks ago or something like that? It's all a blur. A lot of great Chevy trucks out at that one. And GMC.
That would be my problem.
drink, that's why.
Okay, short bed.
Hi.
69 Camaro. Been swapped on. A square body with a LS. A 67 Firebird. I got a Malibu with a 307. When do you see a Malibu 307 that's stock in anymore? Remember when these were, look, it's even got the dealer ding strip on it. This is like grandma's garage fresh here. Check that out, it's even got the registration holder on the steering column. That is fantastic.
But he does pick custom for everything.
Remember when you still see old ladies driving just like this, you'd see them. All right, Jeep pickup.
Yeah.
The J4000.
I was thinking about every time we got a cow through the river. Oh, yeah. My sister has a store in Havasu.
It was parked over on its lonesome 67 Volkswagen. You can always tell the 67, it's a 1 year only. It's got the later style headlight with the horn grills. There you go, 68 Cougar. Can't quite see in there. The automatic XR7 vinyl roof option. See, I like my 68 Cougar. Had the factory sunroof option, which they were actually done at ASC, but they were factory option. But it leaks so bad, and I never put it inside, so I said, okay, I better sell it. Someone's gonna do. It's got Lawrence Welk on 8-track. Lawrence Welk.
What's up, Mike?
And the Monty with a blower. And a big block. The Impala dash. El Camino.
Some of them up to 3,000-4,000.
So he's got the panel there. That's where, because they're built on a station wagon chassis, so that's the step down for the interior on the wagon normally, and they just put the panel over it for the truck. And this guy made a little shock thing that pops up in the little compartment with his battery. Corvette. Go 66 GT Hypo Fastback Mustang.
Jeff has to deal with it too,
That big Ford Look, she's four-wheel drive. 9:27, so half an hour is when they told the public to show up for the start of the show. So we'll be seeing a lot more spectators in about a half an hour, I'm sure. That 64 Bel Air two-door sedan. Saw it earlier. Still got a lot more show to bring you, like a whole other street down to the college. 57. Got the updated on interior. Ford cab over. The Automotive golf cart. Oh, the kids are loving this. All right, Chevy cab over. F55 convertible. F56 Nomad. Seven two-door hardtop Bel Air. Two-door wagon, 150. See these very often. Camaro.
Oh, soaps?
What's this? Those are bath bombs.
A good place to start is
Citroen Bushavo.
The ads up in Hemmings. But I wanted a car. Let's get it out of hand. Format.
Roadster.
We were gonna go. We were looking forward to it, but I got it.
A modern Corvette. This was a 98. That's 27 years old. 65 GTO.
If you're looking for an event t-shirt for today's event, we have those t-shirts for you. The center down next to the fountain.
I got a Datsun, 72 Datsun 1200, says original owner. Check that out. Vintage Japanese car. Big pink Cadillac. Plymouth Cuda. Convertible. It's got more modern looking upholstery. Wagon Transporter. It's all campered out. There for a day at the beach. We're not anywhere near the beach right here, but that's okay. Corvette. Come on through here. It's that Shelby Roadster. That very shows a Series 1. I know the production number on these is like super low.
top 25.
Not very many of those were built. If you go to Vegas, you can actually go tour the Shelby facility they got there. Not far from the Strip. 69 Camaro. 427, so like a Copo. Not sure if it's a real Copo or not, but this Camaro, 67.
So big.
69 Camaro. Get through. This guy's telling me, oh, it goes back down there. It goes to, so we got a lot of show, from what I understand, that we have not filmed yet. So there's like a parking lot. Then they got those hit and miss motors too. I'll have to bring you those. Pretty cool stuff. Studebaker pickup.
Yeah, I see you on YouTube.
Hey, how you doing?
Yeah, but that's a lot of from the
Nova. Battleship Gray.
I'm not repeating one. Things slowing up, you are.
the compressor, if there was trouble,
No way.
64 Corvette Stingray. Let me see, you can tell the 64, it's got the indentations in the hood. No, without the faux grills of the 63. Way to tell. Coupe.
Just like that.
I appreciate it.
You put a still 327 motor in it.
63 Impala Super Sport. So this is actually the University of La Verne down this area.
Yeah, I'll have these going to do it before
66 Impala.
Either that or I park sideways in front of the shop food.
A Ford F1. One's for sale. Number swap meet rolls, 87,000. Did Pomona last week. If you're looking for cars for sale, Pomona.
All right.
Yeah, you got the 55 two-door wagon.
I gotta tell you, you gotta have to check it out. We're 86. Couple around the plaza.
Actually, Pomona had a really good turnout last week. I was kind of impressed. That was my first video I shot at the Pomona swap meet that went over 2 hours. So that was kind of nice. Definitely my longest Pomona swap meet video. Alright, 69 Chevelle. That's Willie's pickup. Gasser style, big block with a blower. That's a thing of beauty. The cheater slicks.
Look at that.
It's for sale, 105,000 or best.
Or best.
There's that 56. They messed that up. I'm not perfect. It's hard to believe. There you go, Safari wagon. Of course, their version of the Nomad. That, of course, you see a lot more of those around than the Safari. All right, so on the Friday in a couple weeks, I'm going to be doing the Temecula Rod Run, the Friday Cruise. That one is unavoidable music. If you saw last year's video, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So the way I film that one is I shoot the music, or shoot the intro before they turn the music on. I shoot the video straight through after the cars or the louder cars come out, and then I just have to do multiple uploads until I get rid of all the music. So that's like an ordeal. Last year I put some surf music that I had made on AI that was non-copyrightable, and people lost their minds thinking I was going to start just putting music over all the stuff, but it was the only way I could get that video up without a copyright strike. That one is the most unavoidable music show I've ever seen. That's Monty. 65. Convertible. A 62 Impala Super Sport. There's Cutlass Supreme. Alright, it's time to take a hit-miss motor break.
I better give my wife. Yeah, it's probably nice to talk with you. Take it easy.
Actually, they have these out at Chino next week. Those guys always come out for that. Nothing like some hit-miss goodness. Yay, farm implements. These are like start a YouTube channel, just hit and miss motors. I'll just like have it running for like hours. Yeah, Ford Ranchero, Falcon style, Mr. Horsepower. From the sedan. This one has the poly, dual carb setup. Got the Zephyr. Cylinder flathead goodness. It's the Caribbean Queen, like the Billy Ocean song. Mater. That's a cool golf cart, you gotta admit. Super stock. 413.
Yeah, they had a big
62 Belvedere. I had a 62 Savoy wagon, and mine had the, of course, the 318 poly, but everybody was like, oh, you need to put a 413 in that. They get a super stock wagon. Like, yeah, that would have been quite expensive. Got a big block sticking out of there. This coupe. 58 Impala Convertible. So it's got a 348 tri-power. So there's all kinds of loaded. Look, it's got AC, it's got power steering. He's updated the brakes to dual because he'd like to stop the car. That's one of those like safety upgrades. Let me get around and check out the Continental kit. It's one of those safety upgrades I think most people agree is fine. Even the purists are like, yeah, the car needs to stop. If you ever lost brakes in a single master vehicle, you'll know why. Had that happen. I had a 60 El Camino, and I lost brakes coming off the freeway. I was very lucky that the light changed at the right moment. I was able to pull it off to the side without anything happening. F-250 bump side camper special with the AC. Check out the underdash AC. '56 F100.
Okay. He's one of the guys I watch on YouTube.
Yeah, Ford pickup from the, it was like 90s. That's what it is. F100. Already done under the trees. It's got the TPI small block Chevy. '7 Ford pickup.
Watch out, this truck come down the tree. Oh.
The Ford F100. She's slammed. Got a pirate parrot and a teddy bear, bags of cash. Got a Coronet. Dodge.
Yeah.
With big block.
Try to get the one time completed enough. Because I don't think the Dodge.
Olds. Should take in that engine compartment for a minute. That was the 88. I love the Rocket. 26 Nomad. '56 Show. This one's a two-door sedan. 210 variety. Yeah, this Buick. That is a lot of car. Get through. I think I got the back of the car. The Tommaso Pantera. The Ford-powered supercar. F-55. '7 Chevy. There we go, El Camino. There's a 64. There's 64 Chevy. This one's an Impala. See how close that master is to the valve cover. Ooh. I'm sure it's fine. And Mopar, our satellite. Over here, get the back first. '65 satellite. And a '69 Roadrunner. Yeah, these B bodies are way easier to get parts for than the 66, 67 variety. Like, so much more is available for these years. So I looked online. Old 442. So 65. Where I grew up, there used to be an old lady who had a burgundy 65 442. Used to drive it. This is years ago. I don't know whatever happened to that car. I was looking at around the Culver City, like West LA area. I guess this was late 80s, early 90s I'm talking. Of course, she bought it new, like Albertson Olds in Culver City. 68. Barracuda. Convertible. There's a lot of neat cars when I grew up. I remember I always wondered what happened to those that used to run around my area. Continental. It's a Sand Beast.
Some people have had different energy. Like, oh man, I know you way too much. I didn't know what way too much was. I didn't know. I thought that was what.
Yeah, 40 Deluxe Coupe. There we go, nice 2+2 Mustang Fastback. (1946) Ford sedan delivery. Seen this one before around. Oh man, there's like a whole other parking lot of cars. Okay, we'll get through. How much have I shot? Oh man, I'm almost at an hour and a half of footage right now. This one is chugging along nicely. Camaro. And their VW thing. I'll be working on VW tomorrow. Not on camera. You gotta keep it family friendly. No, I'm just kidding. Roadrunner. Yeah, Got Wile E. Coyote behind the wheel.
I remember, yeah, I remember you said
Award. Oh man, there is like an extra parking lot of cars over the winter show. I'll have to see if they have food vendors pretty soon. So 55.
No prize, no, I step one up.
There you
Not
go.
even a guy, nothing.
C10.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he done that too. I've chased him before. I think he said,
I'll take a break. I'll look at the list, see if I can remember what I recently added for shows. Some of the shows did move around this year from over last year, so which has created some scheduling conflicts for sure.
Want a water bike?
I'm good. Thanks.
All right. I know you're doing a lot of walking.
Yeah, I got a water in my pocket, so I always keep a water on me. Yeah, I always think it's odd how, like, we start the year off with big shows, Grand National, rolling to the good guys stuff. And right around this time of year, we get all these, I call it the civic pride shows, the ones put on by the cities and police and fire departments, usually benefiting like some sort of charity right around this time of year. Those kind of go until the fall, even over the summer. There's a few larger shows sprinkled in here and there. And towards the end of the year, of course, SEMA. We'll have Grand National Truck Show in September, and nice 390 FE, this Mustang. The GT with the 4-speed. There we go. Model A. '70 big block Super Sport Chevelle. So there's the 360 horse. Cow induction with the flapper. Cool Chevy mini truck. No, July, I believe it or not, is actually a hard one to schedule as well. I think a lot of the shows don't happen because of the heat. It's probably why I'm doing Washington State this year. It does cover a weekend that's difficult to find shows locally. Plus, it's a good chance to get a road trip in with the daughter. Visit some friends and family up there.
But that thing, it runs. You might think of some other place you want to and just run it over. Because that's all I got it for, is just to run the vacuum off of that, and then I have a little feeder hose on my
So you just tapped right into the regular vacuum line that's there right now.
67 Camaro.
for that. I don't run it off.
One of the Super Sport.
Okay. So, and then
Is he still working?
Yeah, he was gonna come.
Camaro.
Look, he's put
68. So he's got Cheech in there. My kid got to go to the Cheech Museum for a field trip at her school. Oh, that was pretty cool. We get to do cool field trips like that. Check out KMET. That's all with the KMET sticker.
Hey, who's that old man looking for?
Chevelle wagon.
Yeah, I'm just right there.
We found your car.
Oh, you know, you
Owns the
already sat in and
Concourse.
started it.
I was parked over there.
Got the way back seat. There you go, 67 Mustang convertible. Alright, school bus. F5. She's got a diesel. You can bring around her side. This one's getting a lot of attention, as you can imagine. Got big old Galaxy tail lights. That door's not open, so I can't bring it inside. Now, come on, we'll bring the C10 here. She's got a big block. It's like a dark metallic green and white. Not sure if that's a factory. I think factory GM green was a little lighter than that. Unless it's just because it's under a tree. That's possible. If you want to Mert.
Oh yeah, we're in that intersection.
Let's take this one in here for a second. It's got the flock of seagulls air cleaner thing on there. The wave coming down. If you know, you know. Thunderbird. It's got a Chevy TPI. Small block. '65 a GTO with a 4-speed. We'll do the parking line. We just have the one line on this street going back. There's actually a lot of cars on that line now. C10. Got the short bed step side. Yeah, I'm trying to take my time with this one since I know it's the only video I'll have up this weekend. You can always watch the last video with all the data and statistics. And a Roadster, Model A style. Galaxy 500 convertible. They've even got nice cars across the street from the show. Alright, so I think on the 18th, I just looked at the tentative list because I cheated. I think it's on the 18th. We have the Benedict Castle Concourse, which I still have not covered ever. So I need to contact those guys. I need to film it because that'll be the only one that weekend. Also, I should mention, if anything pops up where I have to be somewhere for the smog bill, it'll probably be during the week though, but Probably gonna have to cover that. Not sure what's in the works for that, but obviously Sacramento popped up out of nowhere. Nova. We got a Galaxy LTD. Nova. Not right. We saw it driving in a little earlier. Oh, fun. It's gonna be like when I did the Vista show last year. It was like the perfect size car show for a video. I think this one's about like that. That was my notes on that show. 65 Malibu. Yes.
Yeah, where are you?
Early Mustang. Invertible.
Thingamabobber.
The dice.
Yeah, the local community is now coming out, so we got more spectators. G-Body Cutlass Supreme with the moonroof. Kind of vehicles that will be exempted when those law passes. It says Hubba on the plate. It's one of the old vanity plates too, because it's got the thicker blue plate number. Sort of Audi. It's a race car. Let's just call it that. Continental. Big Lincoln. I got 67 big block 427 Corvette Roadster. Side pipes and rallies. 67 was the first year for the rally. And those are the 67 rally caps. And of course you could also get the turbines that look very similar to the earlier knockoff Corvette wheels as well. Got 63 Chevy wagon. Seen this one in I don't know how many events over the years. 67 fastback Mustang GT, bright yellow. Got a Paxton supercharger. C10 short bed step side Silverado edition. Dodge Coronet. It's got a poly in it. It is for sale, 66 Coronet. 30K, 318 of the 727. Saw this one for sale. Roadster show, I think it was, or at Grand National. He was parked a few cars down from me. 55. Carmen Gia. Got a hula girl on a surfboard.
What's that?
Got 200 horse.
Yeah.
Got a Ford. Known as the Tudor. This is the parking lot of the college, Laverne, University of La Verne.
You ride like this?
Dodge van. 73. So this one had all sorts of van events over the years. Actually, I need to get my van. Like I said, I really got to fix the overhead console. I'm surprised it hasn't gotten rented out on a film shoot in a while. But I really need to do that before they call me for a film shoot. It's like a piece of plywood glued to the roof, and then the console's kind of screwed into it. So I got to redo the. I got to basically get the piece of plywood off, put a new one up there, and cut it and all that, and then screw it back in. And be very careful because the radio's hooked up and everything else to the overhead console. Yeah, the Mustang GTCS, more modern version, since the 07. Of course, the original GTCS was back in the 60s. Yeah, a Coronet with big block 33 automatic. Couple Buicks, I think they're both 32s. They're riding around like Al Capone. Second one. No VW 57 old bug. Yeah, Model A 1930 coupe for sale. No price on it. There you go. Remember them swap meet rules? You know the ones.
We're hearing about these good bikes all morning long. Just to get it out of the guy's yard, basically. The guy just wasn't driving it. He wanted it gone.
Ford 53 with flathead. This one's got the Ford-O-Matic automatic transmission. Bring it over there. We got a chair farm block on the way. Now we got a Plymouth B body with a Hemi.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Hemi goodness on this one. The Belvedere. '55 Nomad.
Had to be there.
So we got this one last row here going back to the main square. So we still got quite a few vehicles to get through. Got this Ford, he's got the old Honda 70 dirt bike. My buddy's supposed to come get the Kawasaki, the 67 I picked up for his father. I threatened to do a Will It Run video for the channel, and then he's like, oh, I'm going to get him to pick it up. So, we'll see. Got a Cadillac in pink. 56, 4-door hardtop. So it's got the air conditioning. 63 Vet, split window. Hammering on here. Yeah, so we're still getting through the show here. But now the community's definitely coming out now. There you go, we got a Ford with the flames. Pickup truck. Trying to think what else we have coming up this summer. Of course, in July we'll be doing the Sesame Creek show. I think the Carpinteria show is the same day as the Ford F100 Western National show, so that one's still up in the air. The truck show did better last year than the Carpinteria show. I think it's going to depend on the heat. If it's really hot, I'm going to go hit the Carpinteria show because it's by the beach. So that's one of the ones that moved this year. Here you got Datsun 710 station wagon. When do you ever see one of these? Jeez. I'm going to break it just in case for the music way off in the background. I think we're far away enough from Steely Dan over there. Actually, I broke out some CDs when I drove the Crown Vic to Vegas. It still has the stock CD player in it. One of them was the Aja album, Steely Dan. Look but don't touch. Wait a minute, this guy has no Back to the Future memorabilia? Is this am I to be believed? Has pool noodles, like a safety thing, that doesn't count. Oh my, I think we can determine this vehicle to be Back to the Future memorabilia free. I believe so. And there's no, make sure there's no flux capacitor like sitting in the cigarette lighter. Nope, okay. I'm impressed. Always have to look for the Back to the Future memorabilia on those. I'm so old I remember seeing the first movie in the theaters. There we go. Mopar Goodness in purple. Dart Swinger. Yeah, Mustang here. Mustang's got the rally pack gauges.
Some of those, they're gonna price me out.
We got a GT Hypo with 4-speed. Our spectators are coming out.
If I buy something, you gotta
Ram for Roadster TR4.
Once they were rebuilt, every time I come to a stop sign, it would just...
Yeah, well, yeah, I'm flying into Kentucky. We're jumping in the car and driving in.
All right, we got a Land Rover. All the British stuff's over here. It is right-hand drive, just like the Queen would have ordered. Our Beetle. Old Bug. 61. Got an LS swap. Very original car. That's a patina. Big Cadillac, because I always wanted me one that was long and black. Johnny Cash used to sing. Orange Chevy. Falcon Ranchero. So it's made for going fast. Our 1970 El Camino. We're far enough from the music over there now. Do like full shots again. 65 Impala. Go around this way to get further away from the music. She's got the 4-speed.
You're gonna give me all teary-eyed. Oh my Lord.
And she's swapped. Little Ford Falcon. The inline 6, I'm guessing it's probably like the 170. Had a few cars with the old 170. So one has the automatic transmission.
Mike, love your videos.
Oh, thanks. Got the Jaguar. You have to say it that way because it's fancy and British. '61 Ford Sunliner. It's got the 390 FE.
So how was it under the hood? Did you have to do a lot?
Nothing. It's all pretty much. Yeah, it's all pretty clean.
A Porsche 914.
I hope I don't see a 40,000 car I won't done. I said, and do what? Drive it to the bowling alley? I mean, you know.
Excuse me, sir.
So, yeah.
Let me open the. Let you see the front.
Good thing he came back, right? He wouldn't have been here.
Got a coupe we're getting down. I think we have like one little stretch of cars left here. Nice Fairlane. Got the widened rear wheels there. Got a console with a 4-speed. What you got in there? I can't even see. Okay.
Yeah, nice butt, huh? You got more cards over there, guys?
Volkswagen. Got a 59 Chevy Nomad station wagon. That was the top of the line wagon. 59. A Ford delivery. Flathead. I remember this was at the toy drive show they had here back at the end of last year. That sure is like a 3.6. You don't see usually when you see them at shows, they're the Hemi ones, not the 3.6 cars. I've seen a lot of these at Opar Spring Fling, May 4th. Yeah, 2020 Mustang.
Yeah, I did the green can
all
Hellcat.
the modifications. Nice, I can roll into this Camaro Z28.
Wow.
'69 Camaro. And now we got all these crowds here, so you can see why I get to these shows so early. Beat the rush. A Roadster.
Scare all you.
So 48 Ford, it's built by Foose. It was owned by Sam Foose years ago. We're at that Huntington Beach Hot Rods and Helos, and Foose comes rolling in the Porsche-powered Myers Manx. First thing I thought in my head is, that looks like the Chip Foose's car. Then I realized it was Chip Foose driving. 2 seconds later.
Okay, let me get back inside. I don't want your brother getting mad at the
GMC pickup with a small block. Plymouth Fury. For sale, $39,063 Max Wedge tribute car. Remember these swap meet rules. Logo Mopars. So everybody wanted me to do that with my 62 wagon I had. The Savoy. Wound up selling it on. Got 58. That's what the third black 58 Impala we've seen today. Something like that. 66 El Camino, 396. We're rolling this 914. Camaro Berlinetta, 79. Belize era. Kind of vehicles that will be exempted by Leno's Law, Senate Bill 712. Contact your state senator. Let them know you support the bill. There you got a GMC four-wheel drive. Custom camper edition.
Like we were driving
on bed style.
Becky Briner and Victor.
D6 Chevy. Bel Air two-door hardtop. We have 3 more cars after this one, unless I find something that I didn't get earlier.
Really?
39 Buick. Buick. All right, that's going to wrap things up here in La Verne for Cool Cruise 2025. This was a fantastic show. It was a rather lengthy video, I know. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, make sure you leave some comments. Next week we're off to Chino for the corn feed run. We're also off to the Canberra Speed Shop for their block party next Sunday. Make sure you check that tentative list to let you know what I'm planning here in the near future. Make sure you check out the videos on Senate Bill 712, Leno's Law, and send those letters, emails, and phone calls of support to your local state senator. Let them know you support smog exemptions on classic cars. We got a lot of stuff. Hopefully you'll have a great Easter, and until next time, I'll be seeing you.